Sil moraro kul adloreng sa racho malmasaul ku po sa edelt makarel al sil sa ramlidiul tiang adiregel ngara YouTube ngara Facebook ma al sil se kata ngaltangat leng moria ngaria to kubets el lokya kal me gider ngaringia adra tarablu ngartiang el klol el delegation planning mel lo o mesra presidente ma bebir adra bela ngaringia mukte kerti dem rogoy ngo bangketa madiregel lo kiulel nga akyon isal nga diregel ya dribu ko ng edo shul timing gato ng lil engineer government el mo kiulel ma kdo mo el mo ongua adal nga Dr. Venus Agustin nga gal adam lang artiang kalam tenge Salvador waseng sa ilbura na memong en mlay kak ngirul mertiang magim netel lukat atu emroko el angartiang ngaringi omrael klol omrael blarngi ngi ma tewi del ngataklela al adra blul adl el ngaklela UPF Universal Peace Federation al adl girela togorabud loldo ratogorabud blul ad etamlartial teaye bibirtian amrael ngi amlo made ngi matararat el mokter tiram nertial me mo mesraba presidente Palau mara pira mutakler Palau kirela atgora utpela ma uldu atgora bud ma uriora amlisi irongal ka ma tulungal ka ma blu ma tgora abira al sel Palau ma luaya ke luren mliwa krablul ad ngal ngartiang a Venus girel tial Venus komlam dengel wasing ngakrar dil hindi nga ukot maulog wira sa kaungaram girem mo Mars el Venus angklem. So I'm gonna ask Dr. Venus Agustin to introduce himself a little bit, but he's an unusual man. He's an educator. He's a PhD. President of college in the Philippines, college also for this under UPF sponsorship. Then he's also a black belt in martial art, 7th degree. So very unusual man. And the school is very unusual, as we explained last time. It's Salvador, it offers like 6 or 7 courses of with a bachelor's degree, and also it requires that when you graduate, you have to have a black belt in martial art. So Dr. Venus,
yes,
the floor is yours. In introducing yourself, I mentioned that your name should be, Venus is a name for woman. So it should be Mars, because Mars is men, but instead, so how the hell did you get this name Venus, and what are you? I mean...
Yes, first of all, I would like to greet the people of Palau. Good morning. It is my honor to be in Palau, and lately we meet the president of Palau and discuss on the possibility of collaborations for the development in the areas of family building, peace building, and other areas such as the role of women, which is very important in nation building. And we discuss also about the youth, the importance of raising youth to be the future of the nation. The questions a while ago about my name, well, it is a very long story, but to make the story short, my mother is a graduate in education, and she has a professor named Venus is a male, according to her, and that my mother wished me to be a good professor someday. And based on that explanation with my mother, with sincerity, and she smiled, because I asked the questions, why Venus? Why not Mars?
Okay.
And in some way, as I look at the Bible, Venus is very significant because it's a morning star or evening star. From the biblical interpretations, you say morning star is an archangel. It's a bearer of light. So, meaning male. So anyway, I am happy to hear that. And anyhow, the Venus from the Greek mythology explanation is a woman, but it's a pagan and non-believer. So which one you choose?
Okay.
So anyhow, it's a unique name, and I meant to be a unique person in some way. That's why I carry the name Venus with that dignity.
Okay. So you're here with, you came here last Sunday. You had a delegation with, Dr. Yong from UPF, Asia Pacific region. You came here for, what was the purpose of your trip?
The purpose actually is to make programs that will bring together the family, because as you know, worldwide trends shows that family is completely in disarray, and irrespective of faith, culture, traditions, we are challenged by this kind of circumstances that affected our young people. And the role of women is very crucial, and we are very, very inspired by the culture and tradition in Palau, wherein the woman take a very important role in decision making. And that I think providentially I feel Palau can be a model case. That's why when we speak with the president and the program that we aim to propose by this year, and that the president was so pleased to hear that, and that even encouraged us to meet the Queen, so that the Queen can be a resource person that can be a partner in these endeavors. That's why we're very happy with the message of the President for such approval of our proposal.
And this UPF that you represent, it has a worldwide network of organization and programs.
Yes.
Like how many countries in the world?
It's more than hundreds. I'm not going to go into details, but more than hundreds. And that from our status in the United Nations, the UPF, Universal Peace Federation, was upgraded from just merely a special consultative status with socioeconomic, now upgraded to a regular status. So, because we are dealing with the fulfillment of the UN goal, the development goal of the United Nations, that we are contributing to that fulfillment of that development goal. So, especially, no matter how much development we think and talk about, if the family is destroyed, what future lies for our young generations? This is the crucial point. It's not about politics, it's not about religion. It's really serious situations that this cause so much problems in the society, like drugs, menace in the society, so much. Just recently, there are so much problems in the United States, the killings. And look at the person that killed is actually a result of a broken family. See? So, what else we can explain on this?
So, like in one of your programs in the Philippines, that you have a school,
Oh, yes.
Can you explain the school and the role of school and what you're doing in terms of working with the youth and this problem of drugs and
Yes.
young people who get kind of go out of the broken home or, you know?
Yes, the school that the UPF established is the, we call the name International Peace Leadership College. Why, and we call it IPLG. Why in this school we envision to raise students, okay, to educate students to become leaders of the nations for world leadership. So very clear that any students that will enroll in the college, we try to make them the kind of students that not just thinking of their career, but they are students that think how they can contribute for the nation. So this is the kind of students we have in the college. So many of them, after graduations, they either choose, or some of them choose to be part of our affiliate organizations that work, and some of them choose to go into immerse themselves in the society, and many of them become middle managers immediately because of the training. Because in our system, we have the martial arts as a part of its institutional requirements that make them a disciplined person. And in fact, as mentioned by Tony Moses, that when they graduate, they are black belts. That's true. That's true. Imagine for 4 years as a part of its discipline. And in fact, we are part of international organization that compete. Our school represents the Philippines in international competition, and we won. We won
In the martial art
in martial arts
competition?
competitions.
So when did the school start, and how many, you know, students do you have presently, and how many have you graduate from the school with the black belt and bachelor degree?
Currently now, we have more than 400 students. It's a small community for now, but the school can accommodate thousands. So the school started 2000, but the bachelor at that time is not yet. Well, now we are very small, just like a house. Nobody believe it is a school, and then the government asked us to develop more and focus more on the areas how we can develop. What are our plans? The government almost cannot believe why it's a house and the status of our classroom is very small. It's like 10 people that can accommodate only. It's actually even one of our classroom is like a hut, you know,
When you started?
wooden. Yes. That's why the government is questioning our integrity as a school. But we show our vision. We show our plans, development plan, 10-year plan. Of course, we have the land around 10 hectares. So we show that. We don't know when we build such a school. But amazingly, with the support of the Universal Peace Federations, and suddenly grace from heaven comes, and we're able to build a beautiful school that can accommodate thousands with dormitory. That's why our students, by the way, are staying in the school. And yet, during the weekends, they have the freedom to do some entrepreneurial program where they can be trained to raise and not to defend from their parents' support. That's actually one of our training.
And what about, you told me once that you get like some kids or some young people who, you know, get into drugs, and then you bring them in, you know, and then you go through training with them.
That's right. That one point that's really amazed me, because one of our marketing strategy is to use martial arts to invite young people to come to our college to enroll. But amazingly, many of those students like martial arts, but they don't like to study. So we come up with a program to pilot these young people to really accommodate them because they like martial arts. And we found out that these students, meaning these young people, menace of the society, meaning their backgrounds are really amazing. I cannot explain in details, but some of them are into drugs. Some of the women are not already going home. And some of those young people are some cases that, due to lack of evidence, well, they are into some petty crimes. So they are there already. So we set up a kind of program, and then within period of 6 months, they were completely reformed because we set a kind of education to them, especially those into drugs, serious drugs. But after a certain period of training, we tested their bloodstream, and they are cleared into that kind of drugs in their blood already after 6 months. So that's why we make a program, special program. It's not as they are not a part of IPLC as a students, but a special program. We call it 1 year Uludong Martial Arts Training and Peace Studies. This is a special 1 year program raising these young people to raise up their dignity, awaken their conscience, and become a person that again realize their dignity. And many of them went back to college to pursue their career. And some of them even become dedicated to pursue the ideals of helping many young people like them to become a good person. So this is really amazing. And I have now more than 4,000 finished this kind of 4 months course and ongoing. There are 3 months, 4 set of 4 months in a year. So that's total 1 year program. If they finish, then they get the certificate, which is the government endorsed this program. The government, the Commission on Higher Education, endorsed this program in our college to be part of our special program. It's not an academic, but it is like non-formal education. Yeah.
I understand you also have submit a proposal to the Ministry of Education of extending your program to Palau.
Oh, yes.
So can you talk about it? Because I understand you also have a program with Fiji.
Oh, yes. In Fiji, we already it's ongoing. And that's, I think last week, we presented, this week, yeah? Yeah, just, I think 3 days ago, 4 days ago. It was Tuesday, I think, yeah? We presented a proposal to the Ministry of Education on extending our proposal that IPLC can have some kind of extension in this nation of Palau and other programs such as martial arts. And we're looking forward that the Ministry of Education will respond to that proposal. And I think even when I mentioned that to the President, and the President said, "Welcome." I was so pleased with the answer of the President when I mentioned that kind of proposal to have this kind of program, similar to what we are doing in the college, so through the Ministry of Education. I can imagine if this can be, considered by the Ministry of Education. I can assure you there will be some impact to the young people of Palau. Even we can do some in pilot projects so that it is a small thing. Yeah.
Understand. When I visited your campus, I guess you were not in the Philippines, but I spent about 2 days there, and I watched the students doing the demonstration. Martial art was fantastic. When you look at like their leader was, they were about like 30 in the gym, in your gym, and the leader was a petite girl. But I mean, like she literally flies, in this martial art. I was very impressed with the movement. But I had lunch with the students and was conversing with them, and they mentioned that your school discourages or bans girls and boys from getting into a relationship.
Yes.
What's that all about?
It's a unique school. According to Moses, it's like how do you call it? What's the term of that? Is special or
Special school. Because to tell you, I came from I went to high school. It
Yes,
was like your place up in the, but it's on the hill in one of the islands
mountain,
in Micronesia. And my next guest, we sitting here, we went to the school, and the priest stop us, especially like if you look at the girls who come to the campus, they can punish you, and so they discourage us from mingling with the girls or chasing girls. But that was high school. But in college, I mean, why? I mean, is it some kind of religious conviction or purpose, or what? Why?
Oh yes, yeah. Thank you for that, Attorney Moses. You may be wondering how we can control. They are young people, right? And relationship can be always inevitable in environments such school. But our college is different. There is a dormitory for the men, and there is a dormitory for the women separate. Of course, they always mingle each other anytime, 24/7. However, it is principles that we taught to them, the value of purity before marriage and fidelity within marriage. So these principles is, we consider, a universal, and that if they want to be a leader, they need to practice how to control themselves. And that's why martial arts is a part of that system. Without martial arts, I think it's impossible. So it is natural. I'm not saying 100% success. There are some that they failed to observe the kind of relationship. There are some. I'm saying 100%, but I consider a success a 96 to 98% success that they graduate with the dignity of not having a boyfriend and girlfriend within the school and even outside the school. So they are ready to make themselves really capable to say, yes, I made it. I am proud to be a virgin.
Mentioned earlier, Dr. Venus, that there are students who were involved in drugs before.
Yes.
Is that the school have a program like a rehabilitation program or?
Yes. Actually, almost we call it rehabilitation. The one-year program, that special program, one-year program, is almost a rehabilitation program. But we don't look at that as a rehabilitation. We call it reformation. How we can reform the students to become a better person. Because the word rehabilitate is sometimes, we in the Philippines, we have this program because we are into many young people are into drugs. So the government put up a lot of rehabilitation center. To be honest, many of those students into this one-year program came also from the rehabilitation program. After 1 year of their 1 to 2 years of being rehabilitated, they went out. All right? And then they again enter into that drugs. They are again involved into drugs. So what's the problem? It's education. The problem is education. Nobody educate them while they are being rehabilitated. That's the missing link. That's why they were always influenced by their friends, their environments, but they don't know how to control themselves.
Can you say like how many young people have graduated from that your program?
I already
Up to this
mentioned a while ago, you have already 4,000 plus.
4,000 have graduated,
Yes.
and you
Oh.
say that's it's successful.
All over the nations. Yeah. I expanded not only in my school, but I expanded to around 5 major centers already. Expanded. So those graduates of this 1 year, I send them to the area and they're the one lead. So meaning, it's not just merely theory, but practice. Meaning, the person that changed, he's the person that can testify how he changed. So it's experiential rather than just theory. It's an experience. It's an actual experience, how he was changed. So people believe him. Because when you hear his experience, say, my God, you cannot imagine what is his life. But he is really a disciplined man with a black belt.
Wow. So, okay, we're coming to the end of our short program here. So let me ask you, are Palau students, are they eligible to attend your school? Or?
Oh yes, actually, my proposal is one thing, two-way. Either Ministry of Education can send graduate high school to my college to enroll as a part of the long-term investment. Another of my proposals is to have some extension campus here in a small scale. Let's see. From there, then we can look at what change these young people can be, what their area, how they will develop, and can be the source of inspirations for parents looking forward to the children to be better. I know parents also wish that their children will become great, right? But the point is, what kind of great if they only think of working abroad and never come back? I heard that many young people here were being recruited, everything, and then nobody came back. So what the future of this nation will be is not really healthy. So we need young people that will have the sense of ownership for this country, future of these nations, like in the Philippines. So that we are doing that. We are continuously doing that. And in fact, I'm looking forward even to lobby to the Congress to institutionalize this program in the future. But this nation says, my gosh, is just having a less than 20,000 populations. You can make the change in just a short period of time.
So, okay, well, in closing, what are the degree programs offered? Can you
Yes,
name them?
we have, well, in the degree program, the college is offering Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. We have this Bachelor of Arts in Journalism, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. We have this Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. You can choose either marketing or major in marketing or human resource. And we have also Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship, how to become a businessman in a small scale. And other one is we have the Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, majored in peace leadership. The career path is to become a diplomatic person or to become an ambassador in the future. Mm-hmm. So we have this kind of program that geared to raising these students to become leaders. If you look at those different courses, they are meant to be able to produce the type of students that care for not only for themselves, benefit, but for the sake of the country. So that's actually our focus.
Okay, with that, thank you very much, Dr. Venus.
Thank you, Attorney
I understand
Marquez.
you also have someone that who's going to be staying permanently in Palau.
Oh, yes,
As a representative of UPF.
That's right. To represent our UPF in the nation of Palau, we have one person from Nepal. His name is Porna Kuerala. So he will be staying here for good, and I hope that the people of Palau will always welcome him.
Okay. Thank you very much. And, this organization has been here before. We have Margaret Paloy Season was here, but she left to school, Palawan. So we're familiar with the program. So I hope your new men on the island will,
Thank
will be
you
able
so
to do
much
well.
for the opportunity. That's giving me this opportunity to express the program, share the program. And Moses, thank you very much.
Okay.